Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Jeff Culbert from Schooley's Mountain Chiropractic Center, where we think we are your leader in alternative healthcare. You know, a real common question that I get by patients and by people I meet on the street, out in the stores, when I'm going to seminars, it's like always, Dr. Jeff, how are you always so up and so energetic? And what do you do? And what do you do to relax? And what do you do to calm down? Well, we're bombarded by stress every single day that we are on this planet right now. We've got biochemical stress, we've got physical stressors, we've got emotional stress, and at some point in time, all of this stuff starts to accumulate and you cross over your stress threshold. And you're going to start to feel yourself getting tired and fatigued. You're going to start to feel, hungry because you want to pop up your energy. You're going to start to notice you're feeling, a little sluggish and lethargic. You're starting to gain a little bit of weight. And then your body's going to start to break down little by little if you let the stress accumulate. So it's very important that every day we find a way to de-stress and relax. So the question comes down to is, what do I do to help de-stress, relax, reset, reprogram my mind and my brain so that I have an abundant amount of energy and I can be a positive influence in the lives of my patients and the people I come in contact with? It's very simple. I learned a long time ago that God gave me a brain. And with my brain, I have a certain responsibility to choose what I choose to think about and how I choose to think about things. So if something's going on around me and I'm not particularly happy with it, I get to change my brain's thinking of what I want this to mean to me, because nothing in this world has any meaning to me other than the meaning that I choose to give it. I was at a seminar recently in Chicago, and one of the speakers had a really, really great saying that resonated with me and how this is true. And it comes down to that our personality and our self-esteem is all self-thought driven. So it comes down to our thoughts. So our personality, this gentleman said, creates our personal reality. So my reality is going to be very different from your reality, and your reality is going to be different from your spouse's or your children's reality, because it's our personality that creates our personal reality. So you get to choose the things that you are thinking about and how you are thinking about those things. Okay, sometimes it's not easy because it does require that we have to do something called think. And a lot of people are just running on a program. Okay, the things that they've been exposed to the past, and they allow those thoughts to be run on hyperdrive. So if somebody cuts me off, instead of saying, well, great, thank you, universe, for having that guy cut me off, he's now driving like molasses in January. So instead of me being totally, pardon my language, pissed off at this guy for doing that, I can sit there and say, Lord, thank you for letting this gentleman cut me off. And thank you for letting him drive 5 or 10 miles under the speed limit when I have somewhere to get to, okay? But in the greater wisdom of things, maybe this gentleman cut me off because just down the road, I was going to go through a green light and somebody was going to run a red light. And by him slowing me down, now I missed the opportunity for having an accident occur, okay? Or there's some other calamity that would have occurred because this guy cut me off. He kept me from getting there. So I get to choose my thought. I can choose to be mad and angry at the gentleman who cut me off, or I can choose to be grateful and thankful that I have avoided some kind of accident or problem down the road. So again, we get to choose our thoughts. So I try to be conscious of my thoughts all the time, and sometimes I'm highly successful at letting my brain pick and choose wisely what I'm choosing to think about, and other times it is just rote pattern habits, and then I have to catch myself. Okay, look, this was my initial reaction. I'm not happy with how that initial reaction is one making me feel and making me act at this moment. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the next thought that comes to my mind, and I'm going to start to change how that runs, okay? Yesterday we had a situation in the office where when it occurred, my initial reaction was not the best. I did not show up as the best me possible, which I always love to try to do. So it took me about 10 minutes to go back into my office and start to run the programs and run the situation until I found how I can make that work to benefit not only myself, but the person that I had interact with, and then change the tone in the office so that we had a really great and successful practice day yesterday. We had a certain number of patients that we were going to see. We saw more. We had 2 new patients, and the day flowed with seamless ease. Where it could have, had I not changed my thought process in that pattern, it could have been a very chaotic, haphazard day that did not make myself, my staff, or the patients feel like they were in a loving and secure environment. So I got to change my thoughts where my initial reaction wasn't the sweetest and kindest. Again, I just got my thinking going and reprogrammed and changed that. The other thing that you can do on a regular basis, I get up every day and I spend some time in scripture and I pray. For me, that's an anchoring thing for me. And I know it's not for everybody. But again, the basic concept is if I'm choosing to read scripture and pray and then go into meditation and then go through a list of my affirmations and then go through a process of the visualization of how I want the day to go and occur, well, you can do the same thing. You just skip the scripture and skip the prayer and go right into doing affirmations like I am a happy, healthy, vital, active, and successful human being. I affirm this day that all tissues, organs, and glands are functioning perfectly in my body, and that is the way it's supposed to be. And on and on and on with positive affirmations. Okay, you take the time to stop down and close your eyes, center your breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, stomach rises, stomach falls, and you start to run through a process of what are the things that I would love to attract into my day today. Wayne Dyer teaches a great meditation for attraction, and he teaches a great meditation for being grateful for the things that are coming into your world. Because you can't always be asking the universe to give me without at least being thankful and showing some kind of gratitude for the things that have come into your life and that are coming into your life. And you're going to find the more that you have the attitude of gratitude, I know it's a cliche saying, but the attitude of gratitude, the more that you're grateful for, the more that the universe finds a way to get to you. And again, it's incumbent you to have the thought of all the good stuff you want and find a way that when the not so good stuff comes on, it's a blessing. One of the gentlemen at the seminar that we were at this past weekend was telling a story about how he got into chiropractic. But his path was not set on chiropractic. His path was set on sports and playing football, college, and then hopefully professional football. But during his junior year in college, he happened to get an injury to his knee. It took him out. He couldn't play anymore. What ended up happening was he got to a chiropractor, and that chiropractor influenced and motivated him, to go to chiropractic school. And the gentleman's been practicing for 20, 25 years now and has influenced the lives and helped hundreds and hundreds of people in his community out in Illinois. So he could take a look at the tragedy of not having finished off his college career and potentially going into a professional career, but he's grateful for the fact that he had his knee injured because it allowed him to help hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of people in his community and surrounding area because he got into chiropractic. And it was the most influential thing that changed him. And it occurred because it was something that was not good. So whether something is good or bad has really no bearing on reality other than the reality that we choose to give it. You choose to be grateful for the injury. Somebody else may have choose to curse that injury for the rest of their life and set it up as an excuse for why they were not achieving or being as much as they could be. So again, it's incumbent. Take the time to go through goals, set up affirmations, have time to visualize, to meditate, to be able to be in control of your thoughts and allow your thoughts to dictate what is your personality going to be and how that is going to affect your personal reality. So hopefully you guys found this a little bit helpful. It'll help you to have a better day tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And then you can have a better month, you can have a better year, you can have a better decade, you can have a better life, all because you simply changed how am I having my personality and my thinking creating a different reality for me. So this is Dr. Jeff Culbert from Schooley's Mountain Chiropractic Center. If you like what we had to say today, please hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to share this with somebody else who you know who might not be having as good a day as they possibly could. And if you're interested in chiropractic and seeing if that our office might be a right fit for you, please do not hesitate to visit Schooley's Mountain Chiropractic Center or smcc4u.com and visit our patient section. You can get our email, you can get our phone number, you can give us a call, you come in and visit with us. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything I said today, please do not hesitate to shoot a message in the comments section. Always happy to respond to the comments that are sent to us through our YouTube page. So this is Dr. Jeff Culbert signing off saying, have a great day. Let your personality create a better personal reality for you. Thank you very much and have a great day.